Conservation District. How are you today, Mr. Rowland?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing super well. Thanks so much for being here with us over at the Macon County Conservation District and the Rock Springs Nature Center. Things going on all year long over there for the kids and for the families. It always sounds like a fun time. Looks like we got some more upcoming events and even some Christmas ones. This sounds fun. This sounds really fun. Let's talk about it. You got a mini camp coming up. It's called Jingle Bells. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, so for Jingle Bells Mini Camp, this is going to be taking place on Wednesday, December 20th at 9:30 and Tuesday, December 19th as well. So for this mini camp, we're going to be exploring winter pastimes and traditions. No matter where you are in the world, if we're over here in the United States, our big old jolly man with the big belly, what does he go by? What's his name?
Santa.
Santa Claus, exactly. But if you're over in Germany, well, they have a different name for him. Are you guys familiar with Kris Kringle?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you're from Belgium or Sweden or Norway, Scandinavia, you might know him as Saint Nick. So, no matter where you are around the world, they all had one thing in common, is that they went around and they delivered joy and presents and gifts to, the people of the villages of the town. So it's kind of just exploring those local traditions from times past.
Yeah, I love it. And these young kiddos probably don't even know it, but their heritage can probably go back into they had ancestors that celebrated with Kris Kringle or Saint Nick. That sounds like a really good opportunity right here. So how is this involved with the Macon County Conservation District? Are you guys doing programs? Are these games? Are you guys doing nature walks? What kind of stuff are you guys doing?
Oh yeah, so we're still, just because it's winter and it's cold, that doesn't mean we're not starting. We're not doing programs. So we also are doing some homeschool programs. Our next homeschool program is going to be all about Ice Age animals that existed right here in Illinois just 10,000 years ago. So in the span of time, that's just a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
But Illinois looked a lot different just that short amount of time ago. And we have these huge, giant creatures called megafauna, which just means big animals, that roamed the prairies of this time. And they really are what established, 60% of Illinois at one point, which was that prairie. So yeah, without those big guys, Illinois wouldn't look like how it does today.
Wow. Okay. The megafauna. We got a new word for our vocabulary list today. I love that. And okay, that's going to be a big one. That's the homeschooling program for Ice Age animals. What's the date for that?
Yeah, and so that is going to be on Wednesday, January 10th, and that starts at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Cool. All right. That's going to be a really fun one right there. Moving back into a little bit of our first program we were talking about with the Jingle Bell mini camp right there. What can kids expect to have their day filled with, aside from, learning about the past celebrations?
Yeah, so we always find a game or activity to kind of play. There's always a couple songs to sing, and there's always snack time too that we provide along with our mini camp as well. The little ones, they always pay a little bit more attention with a full stomach.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. And, this got me wanting to go over there. Of course, I probably got some work. But is there age ranges? What does it look like in terms of registration? How can we sign up?
Yeah, so you guys can sign up online at the Macon County Conservation District. And children to the age of 1 through 5 can sign up to explore all of these wonderful, cool things, all these topics that we talk about.
All right.
The fee is $8 per child. And the registration is always open the day before until noon.
Okay, perfect.
So
leaves it open enough time for people wanting to make a last-minute decision there.
Yeah, you got it.
Awesome. All right, so we're talking a little bit about the upcoming mini camp called Jingle Bells right here. Has the snack been decided? Is it a topical snack?
We always kind of theme our snacks for whatever what we're talking about. What the snack is, I don't know what it is, but it's always something pretty good.
All right, I'm sure it's probably going to be festive over there. That sounds like a fun day. That's really awesome. You can find all the registration and information there on Macon County Conservation District.org. That sound right?
Yep, you got it.
Awesome. All right, so we were talking about the upcoming mini camp called Jingle Bells. And it was Mr. Rowland who kind of brought up the homeschool program that's really focusing on Ice Age animals, or the megafauna. Let's talk a little bit more about this. You said that you've found some recent success with this homeschool program.
Oh, yeah. So our homeschool programs, they're starting to really gain some traction. We love it. We love talking about just kind of local topics of things of nature that happen right here in Illinois.
Yeah.
Our last homeschool program was talking about glaciers and their formation. And this Ice Age animals one kind of ties into that as well, because the glaciers really shaped the topography of Illinois, but it was the animals, those megafauna that managed the land.
Very cool.
Yeah,
All right.
do you guys like avocados or pumpkins?
Of course. Yes, both.
Yeah, not that they grew here, but the megafauna, that's what they ate. Those were the animals that distributed those fruits, those vegetables across the land.
Whoa.
Without these guys right here, we wouldn't have the avocados, the pumpkins, the squash that we have today.
You're kidding. That's amazing.
Yeah, pretty
All right.
cool.
That's something you can learn, or that the kids are learning at the homeschool program. You mentioned that there was a kind of a glacier and how water was moving and how it formed our topography of Illinois. But these seem kind of like winter time programming. What did it look like during the summertime? I'm not asking you to look too far back here. I hope you can kind of remember one. But what do these what do these look like during the summertime?
So during the summer, we kind of pick whatever events that we're talking about. Sometimes we might be talking about the history of a 19th century garden. We might be playing games that some Native American tribes played within the community. It kind of just really depends on what we want to talk about, what's kind of happening in your own backyard, and how it kind of all can relate to Illinois itself.
Yeah, that's a great thing to do right there, and it's great to connect people, especially the young kids, with their history of the geographical history of their own state. How cool is that? That sounds really fun. The homeschooling programs, what days and times are those?
Yep. So those are going to be on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And they are going to start at 10 a.m. and end at 12 p.m.
Beautiful. And if not already, people that want to get registered for this or want to get their kid involved, what does that process look like?
Yep. And again, all you got to do is go to the Macon County Conservation.org, go to our events page, and you should be able to sign up right then and there.
Very,
just
very
a couple
cool.
of clicks.
All right, easy enough. We're nearing the end of 2023. How was the year for a Macon County Conservation District and all the programming you guys do all year long?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been really good. We've seen quite a bit more activity than we have in the past. COVID is still around, but people are starting to get a little bit more comfortable with going outside and just kind of incorporating that into our daily life like we have the flu, Yeah. So, but more people are coming out, more people are enjoying nature, more people are signing up for programs. It's always great because I could talk about any topic about nature for who knows how long. And if there's something to see, there's something to talk about.
Totally. Yeah. This is the best type of person to talk to when you're on the air. I'll tell you what, I can say one word and you could go on it. I'm sure. That's really awesome. And for the wintertime season, the holiday season, all of the nature centers, they will remain open for people to walk through, enjoy the nature.
Yep. We are going to be closed on the 25th, obviously. Yeah. But we are going to be open through the holiday season.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, but the 24th, we're going to be closed, the 25th, and the 1st of January.
Sure. And in terms of open, meaning that people can come in and talk to someone, are the centers actually open to walk through, or is there a gate that closes that off?
Yeah, so we are open through 8 to 5 throughout the week.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And then on the weekend, on Saturday, we're open up from 9 to 5, and on Sunday, it's from 1 to 5. So we are open, all throughout the week. And available, we'll have somebody here to talk to about nature or any questions that the public might have about anything, kind of.
Yeah, so awesome. And that's the place to do it over there with the Macon County Conservation District. And there are many great parks like the Rock Springs Nature Center. Right now, we're sitting down with Brock Rowland, a program specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. We're going to take ourselves a little break here. When we come back, we got some more programming and some events that are upcoming that you guys are going to want to hear about. We're going to thank our sponsors one more time, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. My name's Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. You are listening to the WTIM, your information station. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets on the RFD Radio Network. I'm DeLois Yankee. Wheat's moved up a little bit, but corn still down 3 cents. March down 3.5, 473.5. July down 3.5, 496. December down 4, 504.5. January soybeans down 9, 13.18. July down 14, 13.42.25. November down 12.5, 12.71.5. March wheat up 1 3/4, 6.18 3/4. KC up 8.5, 6.36 1/4. Livestock, February lean hogs down 15, 71.42. Feb live cattle up 45, 170 and 7 cents. Jan feeders up 45, 223.62. Crude oil up 72, the Dow up 173. RFD Radio Network.
If you're looking for the latest in local hunting and fishing information, then join us for Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. and Sundays at 7 a.m. here on WTIM. Every weekend, we'll offer detailed Central Illinois fishing reports from professional guides. We'll swap stories with local celebrity sportsmen, and I'll invite you to share your favorite stories as well. Central Illinois Outdoors with Jared White every weekend on all WTIM platforms and on demand at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. Brought to you by Bob Ridings in Pana, the Clinton, Illinois Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, and Locked and Loaded in Pana.
People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, are proud to continue their long-standing sponsorship of honoring Taylorville High School Students of the Month on WTIM's many platforms on AM, FM, and streamed online, and on WMKR, Genuine Country 94.3.
Hello, my name is Ryan Sobish. I am the sophomore student of the month at THS High School. My parents are Patrick Campbell, and as for extracurricular activities, I do D&D club, and as for hobbies, I have D&D running. My future plans are trade school for welding, and my favorite subject is math.
People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, salutes these great Taylorville High School students on this honor and wish them the best in their future. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
This is Megan Lopez with Nesty's Burger Joint on the south side of the Taylorville Square. To see our menu, click on our icon on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
This is Shalas Nagel, Executive Director at Kimmer Village in Assumption. To learn more about our services, click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to WTIM, your information station. My name's Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much to our sponsors that make the show possible, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. On the line right now is Brock Rowland, a program specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. We talked a little bit about the upcoming programs like the mini camp called Jingle Bells and the homeschooling program called Ice Age Animals. You can find out about all of these on the Macon County Conservation District's website. Mr. Brock Rowland, you still got you on the line over there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for being here. We got some more programs to talk about here. Let's get right into it. This one sounds fun. You got a trivia night coming up in January. Talk to me about this.
Yeah, so not only do we host educational programs, but we also try to throw something fun into the mix. So this is the first time that we're doing our trivia night, and we're lucky enough to have Four Door Brewing Co. Supplying drinks for purchase for this event. What this is this is going to be a staff-run trivia night of 6 rounds of 10 questions that kind of have categories anywhere between your local animals, your fauna, or your plants and animals, or your plants in the area too. So anything about nature here in Illinois, our local history too is going to be part of the categories. Tables of 6 are available for $60 each. So this is a paid event, and all proceeds from this event is going to go to supporting our educational program here for the district.
Very cool. I love the sound of all of that right there. Is Trivia Night a returning event for the Macon County Conservation District? Do you guys change that up?
Well, this is the first time that we are going to be hosting something like this, cool. And we sure hope to keep it something that we would have reoccurring throughout the year.
Totally.
We hope that there's enough interest in something like this that we can do it, maybe every couple of months or so.
That sounds like it could totally take off and be a, maybe even a monthly thing, because it's super fun. You can change up the trivia, and I love, with nature and Illinois history, that sounds like it's going to be really, really, really fun. What's the date and time for this trivia night in January?
Yeah, so this is going to be on Saturday, January 6th from 6 to 8 p.m.
Great. All right. Sounds like a really fun night there. Tables aren't too expensive. Grab a group of 6 friends. It's $10 each, and you can go out there. You do trivia names Do people get to be creative with their trivia names for their team?
Oh yeah, you
Okay,
got it.
okay.
You know that you got to be able to let them have a little bit of fun, right?
Of course. Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a really great time over there with the Macon County Conservation District. Let's move on to our next one because this is going to be a really fun opportunity for some kiddos out there or anyone. We're going to find out a trip to Starved Rock. Now, let's just get right into it here. What is Starved Rock if people don't know, Mr. Brock Rowland?
So Starved Rock is a really, really cool area that is pretty much like no other place here in the middle of Illinois.
Right.
You know, you're traveling down the highways, the interstate, and you look to your left, you look to your right, you're just going to see flat land. Well, Starved Rock State Park is known for these huge, giant sandstone canyons that were worn out by glaciers over the course of, you know, tens of thousands, if not millions of years. So it's a really, really cool place here in Illinois that many of the people that live in the middle of the state really aren't able to see these cool, different kind of geological phenomena.
Totally. Yeah, growing up in Naperville, Starved Rock was a little bit of a trip for me to take, but we totally would make our way out there, find the waterfalls. But also, you guys are going to be looking for some flying critters out there. Tell us what you got your sights set on.
Oh yeah, it's all about the eagles
Oh,
whenever
man.
you go to Starved Rock.
Yeah.
You know, you're always probably going to see something. You know, I've been there some years and I've seen, you know, 50 of them. I've been there some years and I've seen, 5 of them. So chances are, we probably are going to see something. Can I say that we're guaranteed to see something? Probably not. But this is a very, very popular spot for these animals that constantly need this water in order for them to survive, because that's where their primary food source is, from the animals that live in those moving streams, those rivers, those lakes, those ponds. So they're always by these big sources of water.
You can't quite predict wildlife. It seems like you've had a very, very good success rate there in the past years. And you say it's a perfect environment and it checks off all the boxes for these eagles to be seen. Now, if we want to go on this trip, what does that look like? Is there an age range? Is this for anyone, or what does this look like?
Yeah, so anybody can sign up. This is a $30 per person. And registration, again, ends the day before at noon. And these trips are going to be happening twice in January and once in February.
Awesome.
So on January 20th and the 27th, we are going to be hosting a trip. And on February 3rd, these events will start at 9 a.m. and they'll end at 4 p.m. So we're there pretty much for a couple of hours.
Beautiful. And what does transportation look like? Everyone on their own for a drive there?
So what this includes is we do have a 15-person transit vehicle, and we do we provide the transportation over to Starved Rock. So you just pay that $30 registration fee, and that includes transportation. We do ask you to bring your own money for any food that you might want to buy, or you can just bring your own sack lunch too.
Sure.
Whatever you want to do.
I did not expect that. Transportation to and from. That sounds really great. And that's going to eliminate any problems showing up. Am I with the right group? Am I even with the Macon County Conservation District? I don't know. That sounds like it's going to be a really fun day. Is this not the first time to Starved Rock with the community?
Oh, no, we've been out there since I've been here.
Wow.
So, we're always going out there. So for the past very, very long time, we've been going out and doing these trips.
Really, really awesome. And we're in our last minute right here, Brock Rowland. Any last words for our listeners? And if you don't have any last words, I would love you to read off the phone numbers or information that people can go to for any of their questions.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, the number here at the center is 217-423-7708. And we are located at 3939 Nearing Lane here in Decatur, Illinois. A lot of people think, we're out in the boonies, but we're just 10 minutes away from downtown Decatur.
Right.
So, we're really not too far away. We're always having something fun, something exciting, something new here at the Conservation District to kind of provide to the local community, whether that's through our educational events or something fun like trivia night, our van trips. So always look out for something that we're doing, because it's always changing, just like the nature that you see outside.
Absolutely. Mr. Rowland, thank you so much for taking the time today.
Yep, no problem. Thank you for having us. I really appreciate it.
Without a doubt. That's Brock Rowland, a program specialist with the Macon County Conservation District. You are listening to the WTIM, your information station.
Now, Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
It's an international problem, and it deserves an international response.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Cargo vessels have come under attack by drones and ballistic missiles fired from Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen. The Texas governor has signed a package of